Your current reality is holding you back from achieving the life that you want for yourself. In other words, to reinvent yourself, you need to change your identity. You need to change your reality. Which means, in simple terms, if you're trying to quit alcohol, instead of saying, I'm trying to quit, just say, I don't drink alcohol. Do you see the difference? Do you see how there's a shift in personality, there's a shift in identity? One person is trying to quit, whereas the other person just doesn't drink alcohol. Well, this is not my own example. This is an example from the book called Atomic Habits. But this is so apt. The latter is so much more influential. The latter has the power to really change their life. But the point is, how do you really change your identity in order to reinvent yourself? We shall look into 10 ways in today's video. Number 1, know her. When you're trying to change your identity, you know what you're trying to change in your current self. You know your ideal self and you know your current self, and you know the gap in the two. And you know what you're trying to change in this current version that you're trying to escape. You don't want to carry it forward in your life. You need to figure. But it doesn't stop there. It cannot be vague. You need to know every single thing about her, the ideal you. What time she wakes up, what time she eats her breakfast, what does she do when she wakes up, what's the kind of people she spends her time with, what's the shows she watches, what does she enjoy doing, what kind of clothes does she wear, what makeup does she use, what is her ideal day, how does she stay busy, whatever, what time does she go to bed. You need to know every single thing. You need to be so detailed, as if you're watching your favorite celeb and trying to get every little minute detail on paper about them. Because till the time you are vague, until you are crystal clear, you are just running as a headless chicken, unfortunately. Knowing every detail about that ideal you will help you bridge that gap that you currently possess between the current self and the ideal self, your own versions. Knowing that ideal you will help you to bridge that gap between your current self and your ideal self. Now that you know her, number 2, let go of all the values, of all the beliefs that does not align with her. If she wakes up at 5 a.m. and you're sleeping at 3 a.m., it's just not going to work out. You will never be her. You cannot be her like that. So you need to change that. Every step that you take should be very well thought, and you should always remember this tiny thing in your head. What I'm currently doing, does this allow me to become her? Does this align with me becoming her? And then only action. Which brings me to number 3. Let go of people, of places that do not accept this change. Let's be honest, people are not going to accept this change with open hands. They're just not going to be like, you were a different person yesterday, and they'll accept it with open arms. It's not going to happen. They are going to have resistance. There's going to be a bit of friction between you and them in the beginning. But try to communicate. So in order for you to bring them on board, you need to communicate very clearly what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to become, what you really want. You need to be crystal clear with them. And if still they cannot honor that, if still they cannot accept you becoming a new version, shedding off the parts of yourself that you don't need, you need to accept the end of that relationship. For example, if you're a people pleaser and you were always available, overly available, and all of a sudden you start saying no and you start not showing up, people will say all sorts of things. They will think they have done something. They will say things that you are full of yourself or you don't want to hang out with them. It is fine. Let them. The important thing is you stay true to your own self. Eventually, they'll accept this new you, or you'll have to cut them off. You cannot and you won't grow in life if you keep letting people drag you down by saying things like, oh, but earlier you would do this, or earlier you had this view, or earlier you would say this. That was the past you. That is not what you are trying to become. What is your current reality? It has nothing to do with it. And if they can't accept it, they don't serve you in any way, shape or form, and they need to go. Number 4, fake it till you make it. If Rihanna can, so can you. Sometimes not only others, but your own self will try to sabotage your progress. your journey by having limiting beliefs. So the best way to keep moving forward in the right direction, if you cannot accept it, is by faking it. If you don't believe you are that person, fake it. Try to be. Fake it till it becomes your reality. Because by faking it, you're rewiring your brain into believing that that is actually your current reality. And in no way it's going to be easy. It is going to be tough. But sometimes you have to be really strict with yourself, and you really need to force yourself. You need to force yourself to do certain things. For example, you want to get healthy. So the first thing is you have to accept that you already are healthy. And now every decision you're going to make, every choice you're going to make is keeping in mind that you're healthy. So you're automatically going to make the right decisions. Because a healthy person does not eat pizzas and chips every single day. Healthy people eat a lot of whole food every single day, and then they do treat themselves. And that's exactly what you will do because you are healthy. Number 5, be her at places where nobody knows you. It's so going to be difficult to try to be this ideal self of yours in front of people and in places where everyone knows you. You're going to create a lot of resistance. So it's better to be that person where nobody knows you. Like when you go out for shopping, nobody knows you. Try to walk like her, talk like her, buy things that she would buy. Just be her. Pretend that you are her. Very good example is when I was in school, I would wear my uniform a certain way and I would have my hair in a puff hairstyle. I think that's what it was called. But then I switched school in 11th standard and I just changed it. And it was not because I was trying to be this amazing self-developed person or an all-knowing person that this doesn't serve me. No, it was just because I used to feel this is so demanding every morning, doing my hair this way. I just want to put them in a pony and just walk because I was tired doing it. So I changed my school, and guess what? I just started wearing my uniform normally, like it was meant to be worn, and not accessorizing and doing certain things with it. I started putting my hair in a ponytail without any fringes, without any puff, without any flakes and nothing, because nobody knew me. It was just so easy to restart. So always remember, in places where nobody knows you, you're more likely to implement a few changes, especially when it comes to changing your identity. Because in this unfamiliar surrounding, nobody has access to your past. Nobody knows what was there. So this, what you're giving now, is the reality. Number 6, disconnect from your past. Your past achievements, failures, good, bad, does not matter. You need to forget everything about your past. It does not have to come into your future, into your current. You have to forget about it and you need to move on. Don't try to carry your past baggage into the new, current, better you, because it's irrelevant. You're now going to build something from the very foundation. Rather, number 7, embrace the new you. Even if people call you cringe, they call you names, they make fun of you, they joke about you, does not matter. You own it. Let them, and keep doing you. Keep taking that next step, the next best action you can for yourself. Because the truth is, people don't appreciate the journey. They appreciate the end result. They appreciate the success. So how does that matter? Let them say whatever they want to, and you keep doing the right thing. Number 8, figure out your strength and your weaknesses. It's easier to capitalize on your strengths right now than on your weaknesses. You're already trying to bring in a change, and if you just try to start changing your weaknesses or moving them, flipping them around, it's going to be a bit tough. Capitalize on your strengths. Avoid the friction by tapping into your weaknesses straight away. Once every single day passes as the new you, you start focusing on your weaknesses one at a time. Number 9, slow baby steps. I know people say dream big and you can achieve whatever. You can. But sometimes what happens, people say is just write down your wildest dreams. Just say you're going to change this and this is your new reality, and think of the wildest thing. But imagine I want to buy a private jet, for example. And if I just starting today say, I'm going to buy a private jet, I know deep inside I don't believe in it. But if I say I want to buy a car, I know I do believe in it. So why dreaming? Your end goal can still be that private jet, but why believing in that from the very beginning when deep inside you really don't believe in that? Why accepting it? Why trying to force yourself to accept it? You don't need to. We can take the next best step. For example, A car, you can believe I'm going to buy a car by the end of this year, and then you work towards it. Once you achieve a car, you can maybe dream of a private jet or whatever. You can take steps into building your life. You don't have to go all in. It can be slow, gradual steps. Romanticize every baby step and believe in it fully. Believe in the change that you can fully register, that you can completely accept. Last one, number 10, dress like her. Don't dress to impress if that's not something you believe in. Don't do your makeup a certain way if you don't feel like your most confident self in it. Do what makes you feel confident. Do what you think your ideal self would do. You don't have to tangle yourself in the trends, the new, the latest, none of that. You need to feel your most confident. You need to believe in your ideal self and her choices, and whatever she dresses like, wear that. Does not matter if it's trendy or not. If you feel confident in her, if you work with your head a bit higher, that's your go-to attire. This will not only make you look good, sharp, poised, but also see the change in the confidence you will get after this. And that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to smash a big thumbs up. If you'd like to stick around, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you same time next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.